What's up, guys? Jon Smith on YouTube. This is dread update number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is it this way? Yeah, so this is dread update number 9. I haven't done a dread update in about 3 months, and now I'm doing one. So yeah, changes with my dreads. There really hasn't been any changes. I stopped twisting them as much. Like every time I catch myself going like this, I kind of will just stop and let it grow. I've been trying to let them grow as much as possible by themselves, because from twisting them, these are really thin. It's because I twisted them. They are to the root. Like I started twisting them and I was separating them. So all the ones in the front are pretty separated, you know, to the root. And I wanted them to grow more. I wanted to give them some new growth without touching them, so that maybe they can Congo up, get a little bit stronger. Because when you have too thin dreads, if they start Congoing up at the bottom, that's like thicker hair, so that will kind of save them from breaking off. But I don't know, if it's too thin, it might not save it. But I'm just gonna try to let them Congo up at the bottom a little bit, get a little afro underneath there, so that they can get a little bit more strength. These over in this section are pretty separated, but not separated to the root, just kind of, you know, individual dreads. But then there's also like the two that kind of split off at the end. This is 3 right here, if you can see that. How do I get this right there? This is 3 right here, and you can see that they're all together and they kind of just split off their own ways. I kind of like that because I know that dread won't break and it feels pretty strong. And right now I'm just trying not to have any dreads that burst or break, you know. This one also has the 3 with it. Oh, this side right here is actually pretty Congoed up compared to this side, because this is my left side, and it was just a lot easier to go like this than to go like this. And you can also see how right here it's going up. I was looking at the screen. New camera, I got a new screen. If I look over here, that means I'm looking at the screen to see myself. So I'm gonna turn it around so I don't do that. This right here is a huge Congo. If you see it, it's like a bunch of them together. And I don't know, like I don't want to separate it because it feels pretty strong. And every time I wash my hair, I can kind of see the changes. Like the one dread, this dread right here, it used to be connected to here and it was hanging like that. And then I washed my hair and it was down. So I think I'm just, as long, you know, if I just keep letting them grow and wash them and keep them clean, they're gonna separate on their own. So I don't want to force anything along anymore like I was. I kind of was twisting it to get a starting point, but I also went overboard a little bit. That's why if you're gonna freeform, you might want to just let things happen and it'll work out for the best. All your dreads will be strong. If they're too thin, that's normally from twisting. I've never seen freeform dreads that were too thin and were breaking off true freeform. The difference between semi-freeform and freeform, this is from a bunch of different sources. This could be taken any different way. In my opinion, I feel like semi-freeform is when you get your twist first, so that your dreads are separated to the root, it's twisted, and then you let them grow from there so that they grow like that. I feel like true freeform is when you have an afro and you just let it, or when you start short and you just grow your hair and you let it dread up and do its natural thing. I don't believe I feel like, yeah, maybe I'm gonna call my hair semi-freeform because I did, do a lot of this, you know what I mean? But I never separated to the root. I never got the roots. You remember I had the old dreads, I picked them out, and then I got this. I never separated to the roots, so that could be taken by anybody. I'm not gonna say I'm true freeform. I don't even care. I'm just growing my hair, you know what I mean? If you want to get into the politics, then do that yourself, but I don't really mind. I have some Congos over here. The ones in the back are really Congoed up. I said this every time, but look at this. Like if you see that, that's a huge thick dread. So is this. And they're just huge. And they just stand off by themselves. And they got a couple dreads possible, but I feel them breaking apart. There used to be one big one, and now I can kind of feel them separating into 3 or 4. And that's cool too. That's why I'm just gonna let them do what they do. These are Congos right here. There's a ton of Congos. Somebody asked me if I care for Congos. I don't really care for Congos anymore. I told you, I just want them to grow and be healthy and be strong. They're growing longer. It's been a year, so they're pretty long. Down, my face, all of them. I gotta find a way. People ask me, why don't I put them in a ponytail anymore, or why don't I put them in a ponytail as much? It's because I don't want to pull my hairline back. If you keep going like this for too long, all this right here is just gonna start LeBroning and just, slowly. And I kind of want to prevent that, but I also hate having all these dreads in my face all the time. It's very annoying. So I gotta figure out like some type of solution to be able to pull my hair back without pulling my hairline back. And I just don't want to lose my hairline. I want to keep it as much as possible. That's why I haven't got a haircut in a while, but when I do get a haircut, I don't line this part up. I just kind of line the sides down and stuff like that. Yeah, because there's no reason to line this up. It's always going to look messy.